You are listening to the audio-only portion of a Drunk Tank video podcast. To get the full experience and watch a video podcast, visit roosterteeth.com/podcast.
You're listening to the Drunk Tank.
No, what the fuck do you think I'm talking about? Of course I'm talking about the Godspeed power.
It boosts my levels, dude. Vagina penis blowback.
Attention whores have a global stage now.
All I have to do is take my clothes off and get international.
Go with the theme song. Two fucking cunts.
I don't want to hear that in any theme song.
For anybody who would want to sponsor a podcast where we talk about how hot girls can't have good sex.
We got red versus blue, baby.
Brought to you by Hoover. I literally asked you before we started. Before we started, Jeff, are you doing the intro?
I think you asked Gus.
And you go, yeah. Like that.
I
Of
didn't
course,
say
of course
yeah.
I'm
He
doing
was
it.
awkwardly staring at you.
I hope you guys are recording that before we started. That's
No,
how
you asked Gus if he was doing the intros.
I asked you.
No,
You were
he
looking
asked
at him.
you.
Really?
And you said, and you were like, yeah, shut up.
I wasn't talking to you at all.
Well, we probably
How is
have it on
Gus going to do
film.
the intro from the corner?
'Cause
Gus,
he's got
do
a
you want to
microphone.
give us the intro?
Gus
Hey
runs the
everyone,
podcast.
welcome to the Rooster Teeth Drunk Tank video podcast. I'm Gus Cirola, sitting in the corner, filling in for Brandon Farmahini today. I guess I'm doing the intros. How's everyone doing? Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Doing well.
What do we got over here? We got our regular stable of characters.
I'm Bernie Burns.
I'm Jeff Ramsey.
I'm Jack Patillo.
I'm Griffin Ramsey.
So, Gus, see, this is
So-
exactly why I didn't want you to
I
sit out.
I already regret sitting over here.
I
thought-
think it was.
we-
I know it was a
we-
terrible idea.
we-
for the
we-
record,
we-
too.
You're the linchpin.
We didn't have Brandon, and Brandon does a lot over here, and I thought I'll fill in for him. I'll sit in because it's a lot to explain to someone, and things fall apart. The wheels fall off instantly.
Yeah.
You're the guy. You're the guy who keeps us rolling.
You're the Robin.
I'm going to do it from over here now. Yeah, I'm Robin for this week.
You're the Fred Norris.
You also should have gone on me because I realized about 2 seconds before we started. How many podcasts have we done on videos?
This will be our third video podcast.
So this will be the second time I've worn this shirt. I wore this shirt either in the last video podcast or in the first one.
Well, you wear that shirt 4 days out of the week.
No,
so
I
it's
just
going to
don't
happen.
say that because people are going to think that.
He just has 4 of them.
Well, if people think it's true,
No,
he
it's
wears
not.
it every day.
Although I would be like a comic book character or a cartoon character where I would wear the same outfit every single day if I could. But
Like a uniform?
my wife won't let me do that.
I've become very more conscious of that. Like since we do AU every week, I find myself wearing I wash my clothes on the weekend, so I end up wearing the same stuff. So I have to make an honest point to go and pick out a different shirt. Like I'm pretty sure I haven't worn this on AU yet.
Do you have a schedule? Like, wore this on Monday?
Actually, I have my
Tuesday?
closet split where when I wash my clothes, I put them on the right and I keep working from the left to the right, and then I switch back over.
Well, that's the kind of thing that honestly I don't think anyone that's watching AU would notice that. Because I go to movies with my wife, and she notices what people wear in every single scene. Like, she'll even say, they must have filmed this on the same day as other thing because they're all wearing the same clothes. How do you notice what people are wearing? Do you notice that when you're...
Sometimes, yeah.
You
I'll
notice
notice
what people
if
are
somebody
wearing?
watched a bunch of always back to back, they would notice.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to do that, though.
No.
Well, no, that's the thing about YouTube commenters. Someone will spot it and then call it out, then everyone else will call it out. It's always that one guy who's the beginning of it.
If you
I
notice,
was also going to say that Jack is wearing the same shirt, like that guy.
Yeah. I totally saw that. He always does that. Stupid.
I was going to post that.
That's how it works.
Well, that's a weird phenomenon that happens on YouTube comments in general, in that you'll have... What's a fair amount of comments on YouTube for one of our videos?
About 1,000.
Yeah, and then sometimes we get up to 3,000 or 4,000 on some of them. But there'll be maybe just the tiniest problem with the video, right? Like an immersion, maybe we had some cut that didn't match or something like that because we were bridging time.
there were no problems in immersion.
They're intentional editing.
Decisions.
There you go. That's the word I'm
They're
looking
features.
for.
They're called features.
Exactly. I was going to say attributes. But so what'll happen is you'll have 500, 600 comments of people commenting on the video. And then in the middle of all that, all of a sudden you'll have one guy who says, oh, I noticed at 139 that Gus appears in the background. And then the rest of the comments are all about how, oh, I see Gus appears in the background. Suddenly everybody sees it. Once one guy sees it, then everybody sees it.
But
They're all
how else would that
geniuses.
work? I mean, how else would that work? Like, if somebody sees it, first person is always going to seem like... I just don't understand your reasoning.
What I'm saying is everyone's super observant after the first
After the
guy
first
did
So,
Yeah.
that.
it could
That's
be
like-
hundreds and hundreds of comments, and then one guy notices,
and then suddenly everybody
everyone
says
notices.
Or like,
Okay.
nice job, good mistake, guys. Yeah, it's so obvious.
That's how I went through high school. Literally, anytime they would say, what's the answer? And some guy would go, it's pi squared. And I'd go, I was also going to say pi squared.
Did you really do that?
I did every day.
Did you ever get busted for that? Like they,
No, I just did it to be funny.
like the first guy raised his hand, then you raised his hand. And
No,
then,
it never happened to me.
and the guy had to go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna wait for Gary to go. No,
I have to go to the bathroom.
I didn't raise my
too.
hand first.
Something about your style of humor, like the more you do it, you think the funnier it gets.
To me, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. You definitely make yourself laugh kind of funny.
Oh yeah.
What's
Like-
this?
I can vouch for that.
I'm not saying anything bad, but like your new thing lately, it's a revival of an old thing you used to do, where every time you see a cute girl walk by, you're like, hey, what's up? Every single girl.
I do. So,
What's wrong with that?
Nothing
Nothing
wrong.
wrong with
I'm
that.
just noticing it.
That's-
It's coming back. It's back into the rotation. It's something he used to do that he's doing again.
That's a specific methodology of interfacing with women that I think is a good one, which is just big net.
The shotgun.
Should you
Yeah.
should you be throwing a net though? I mean, isn't that the whole?
it's important to have contingency plans. I think we're going to be together forever, but who knows what's going to happen? I don't know.
better start looking today.
You could go crazy tomorrow, and I have to. I have a void to fill, and if I what's up a couple ladies, you never know. So,
Also, how long have you guys been married? now?
almost 6 years, 5 and a
So
half
6 years. But you were an active social male before you were married. For what?
Well, he had a
Technically, I
membership
was-
to a strip club. Yeah, if that's what you mean.
You mean how long was I single between marriages?
Wait, an actual membership?
Gus got him one. They used to go like every day.
We
Really?
rope Gus into
Why
this
are you
thing.
on the podcast?
Don't fucking drag me
Does
into
your
this.
does,
That's it. Hold on.
No,
Does your wife know
Gus
about
was a
that?
sweetheart. When I got separated from Gus bought us gold memberships to a strip club, and that was awesome. We went for a week, and then I met you, and then I got married.
True story.
Yeah.
So how long does
Like
it
a-
take for that to pay itself back, essentially, before you break even on a...
You get a card that like punch when you get a laugh.
Yeah,
something.
No, it's like a
like
a credit
Costco.
card kind of. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You buy 'em and
You got to go in, and then
Yeah,
you got to
ten
buy.
at a
You got to
time.
buy a 6-pack of strippers. You can't get anything less than that. That's why I had to get him the membership because I can't use 6 strippers by myself.
Yeah.
You only have one lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not fair to the girls. I'm just trying to help the economy.
That seems like a way of spending money to indicate that you're a guy who's going to spend even more money. It's like animals in the wild that would like tag themselves to be identified by researchers. Isn't that what it is? I mean, what do you get for a membership at a strip club? I'm going to ask Jeff, since
Okay.
you're on the podcast. You stay back there with your board, Mr. Brandon Surrogate. What do you get for a membership to a strip club?
You get to go in the VIP area,
Well, this already sounds exciting.
and
What
that's
happens?
pretty much it.
What happens in the VIP
Spend
area?
more money.
Nothing. You just sit in a different chair than the other people, but that chair costs a lot of money. It
People
costs
are
Gus
like,
a lot of
that
money.
guy's sitting in that chair.
I'll tell you what the best part about it is. The real secret.
What's that?
You get to use a bathroom that only like 2 other people use.
That's true.
Nice.
A bathroom at a strip club might be the grossest thing in the world. You get like a toilet with an entrance fee.
Yeah. It's also known as the cocaine bathroom. It's pretty full usually. You got to kind of wait around for people to do their bumps.
But it's clean.
But yeah, it's immaculate.
There's mirrors everywhere.
I've been to a strip club a few times in my life, and using the bathroom was never a major part of the evening. Like, I had to go in there and use the bathroom and think, I'm going to spend... How much you spent on it? Can I ask how much you spent on a membership?
It was a long time ago.
I remember how much it was.
You want to
do you?
adjust for
I don't
inflation?
Do you care?
I don't care.
It was like $500 at a membership.
Really?
Was it a lifetime membership?
Were you mad when he
It was a
For
year.
a year.
Were
It
you
was for a year.
mad when he immediately got into a new relationship?
No, I don't care.
Threw that money
He
down the
didn't
I don't
toilet.
care. It's a present. He does what he wants.
It didn't slow him down at all. Apparently, he was like, hey, baby, what's up?
I was like,
That's where they came by.
I don't want to get back to it, but since we were talking about each other's appearances, can we talk about Gus's hair for a minute?
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
You've got like the 90s wave thing happening. It's really
90s. It's like
cute.
late 80s, man.
Late 80s,
Yeah.
early 90s.
Like,
I like
post Flock of Seagulls.
I'm bringing it
Surfer
back.
wave. Where's your OP shirt?
It's being washed. I'm going to wear my hypercolor tomorrow.
Oh my god. Can you still get hypercolor? Because I loved that.
I don't think you can get hypercolor anymore.
I think the technology had a half-life to it. So even the shirts, if they're on eBay, they're probably like all stuck in one color at this point.
The worst
Yeah.
part, I'm going to tell you the worst part about hypercolor. The worst part about hypercolor was when a dude with sweaty armpits wore it,
Yep.
and like his pits were just like massively discolored.
Like bright pink.
Yeah, and it just like so called attention to it.
I'm not going to go into any specifics, but you guys were making fun of the exercise equipment that Jack and I built. That's in the staging area.
Oh, you guys are
Yeah.
making fun of that?
They were
don't
making
remember
fun of it. They said it sits there unused. I don't know
I've
how
used
long
it every single day.
I watched Jack do a pull-up on Friday.
He's working towards something. One day he'll get the 2 pull-ups.
No, have you done a pull-up? Can you do a pull-up?
I can do a pull-up. I'll do one right now. We don't have anything in here, luckily.
Oh,
but,
okay.
no, I think Jeff is actually the leader right now in pull-ups.
I do them constantly. I do 5 at a time now.
Okay.
So
You do
why were
5
you-
pull-ups? Wow.
You were one of the ones making fun of the exercise equipment out there, but you were actually using it.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I can't make fun of you. I fail to understand your logic here.
No. Anyway, so we're having a contest at the office where in, I think, 3 months we're going to see who can do the
July
most.
15th, right?
Yeah, who's going to do the most pull-ups, who can do the most push-ups, and then who can... What did we decide
Run
on?
2.5 miles.
No, we're not
10
doing...
laps.
We're doing
Why 2.5
We're doing
miles?
2
That
miles.
doesn't
We're
make
not
any
doing
sense.
2.5.
Well, it was 10 laps.
That
before,
last
which
half
was
will kill you.
2.5.
Which
But so it's just 2 now?
2 miles.
Okay.
8 laps.
Makes sense.
Makes sense, right?
It's what you got to do in the Army.
Who runs 2.5 miles? That's stupid.
It's a show
I
off.
suggested
So like,
a 5K,
oh yeah, you're stopping
but-
now. Well, I can do another half.
Yeah.
Jeff, did you read they're changing the Army PT test?
I did.
What are they doing now?
They're doing. I don't know the specifics, but they're trying to modify it so that it will display stamina in the field, I guess. And so they're doing stuff like carrying potato sacks and shit, right? Or like,
Yeah, they're doing a thing where they realize that soldiers don't march the way that they
Right.
used to, and they don't run for 6 miles at a time. So they're modifying it so it sprints. It almost sounds like a video game, honestly, because what they do is they do
Cover to cover.
like wind sprints kind of a thing, or what you do in basketball, where you start at the goal line, you run 10 yards, pick up a sack, bring it back, then you run out, sprint out 20 yards, pick up a sack, bring it back, then 30 yards, pick up a sack, and bring it back.
that used to be called Mondays.
Yeah.
When I was in the Army. That's what we did.
Is that wind sprints? There's another word for that in basketball, where you start at one line, you touch every line.
that's right.
And you get progressively further and further.
I was never a big
I
basketball
don't remember
guy.
what we called them.
We had something similar, but we did erasers like in elementary school. Do you remember the line? You have to run and grab the eraser and run back.
No, we
No?
never did that.
Was your teacher standing behind you, threatening to kill you?
No,
Get the
no,
eraser
we
faster?
never had our outfits adjusted or anything like that.
Slightly different than the Army, I guess.
firing ammo over the top of your head?
Yeah, live fire.
Don't they call that shuttle run? Is that
The
what
shuttle
they call
run.
Shuttle run?
Shuttle
There you
run.
go.
Yeah, look who's got
Look
the
at you,
internet over
fitness
there.
genius.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, look at me, hands free.
Yeah, right. So you actually went through a live fire exercise in the military, right, where they were firing...
Firing over your head? Yeah.
How far over your head were they shooting?
Well, when I was doing it, it felt like about 6 inches, but it was probably a good 10 feet, I would think.
Fuck that.
It
You think they
was,
were really using live ammo, or were they like tracers every now and then kind of a thing?
No, I saw tracers too. Yeah, no, it was live ammo.
Wow.
They don't
Has
prepare-
anyone? Do
They have to
people?
prepare you for real war.
Do people
So-
die that
I
way?
guess that makes sense.
Do people die?
Yeah.
It would be pretty hard to die. Like, most of the time you're under barbed wire, so it would be hard to get up above the barbed wire without some extreme pain to yourself.
Someone didn't start
Yeah.
some troopers.
It's
It's
true.
a fire test.
Somebody
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
But shit happens. I mean, we have this thing called, they have this thing in the Army called the National Training Center, NTC, which is in Fort Irwin, California, which is kind of like by Vegas. It's by Barstow. And you go out there for a month at a time, twice a year, and do desert warfare training, and 2 people die every single time you go out there. And
That would really suck. It's like you sign up and you're like already nervous because you're going to war or whatever, and then you die in training. That would be the worst.
They always die in dumb ways, too. Like, they have this road. I forget what they call it, but it's this long road you have to drive at night using night vision goggles because you have to practice light discipline, and it's just always trucks running into each other.
No, Jesus.
People are falling asleep or not paying attention.
Or
goofing
they're
off.
driving in the dark with no lights
Yeah,
on.
they're driving in the dark with no lights.
That could also be a problem. But how many people go out for this training, would you say?
10,000?
Yeah, 10,000. So 2 people out of 10,000, I mean, that's the big thing, too, is when they have casualties over in, the armies over there in Iraq or in Afghanistan, and they have, I don't know how many people they have there, but they have tens of thousands of people there. People are just going to die just from normal stuff, like
Yeah.
falling off
Yeah.
a ladder or wrecking a Humvee, or people die, they just die in accidents normally, and that's part of the casualty rate that's over there.
I guess that's true. I mean, anytime you get a group of young people together, there's usually some kind of a tragic death. Like
Oh, yeah.
big group things, like spring break or whatever, Young people just do dumb shit.
Yeah, it's basically like it'd be high school, right? But then you give everyone in the high school a gun and a Humvee. It's like you're gonna have something that goes wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And those guys are about that age too, and they're all army guys. They're gonna, no offense, they're gonna do dumb stuff because it's just the mentality. They're gonna see like, hey, let's see how high we can jump the Humvee off the sand.
Yeah,
dune,
let's do some Humvee jousting.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things. I have 2 boys, and I am scared to death about all the dumb shit I did in life where I didn't die, but I probably should have. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I hitchhiked when I was, like in my teens. And
Really?
now I would never let Millie do that, even though I'm proud that I did it. I'm happy I
Proud
had
that you
that.
survived.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Probably alive.
I like the stories, and I like that I did it. And
Tell us a hitchhiking story.
well, I only had one scary experience. I was hitchhiking down from Portland just from like Corvallis to Eugene. It was just like a 45-minute drive, and I did it all the time. I got
This
picked
is in
up.
Oregon.
Yeah, in Oregon. I got picked up by a guy who was on his way to California for like a little vacation, and so he like immediately relaxed and started smoking a joint in the car, which I didn't have a problem with, but I I didn't accept. Like he offered it, and I was like, no, because I wanted to keep my head together.
Right.
And then, like I told him what exit I needed to exit at, like in Eugene, and he skipped it, and he started asking me if I wanted to California with him, and I was like, no, I don't want to go to California. Just drop me off here.
So
What part of California was he going to?
He was, it was like Northern California. I don't remember what town.
So he's just driving down the road, misses your exit where you're supposed to get
but then
off.
I could tell he got really nervous because I got nervous, and he started getting like pissy, like I don't know if he meant to miss the exit or not. But it freaked me out because it was the first time anything like that had happened to me. Like, it had been pretty straightforward up to that point. And so eventually he dropped me off at some exit. I had to walk like 10 miles back to my house or whatever. It sucked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought there was a guy that asked you to show your tits.
Yeah, but he was all right.
Oh, okay.
He was no, but here's the thing. Everything in context. He was a trucker. He drove me from Portland to Eugene, and he was just obviously very lonely. Like, truckers get pretty lonely, and like he was nice to me. He told me all these trucker stories, but all of his stories were what person he saw naked at what mile marker, and he remembered every nude incident by the mile marker.
What mile marker were you?
I don't know. I don't know, but it was really interesting.
So only one guy out of all the time you hitchhiked ever asked to see anything?
Yeah.
One, really?
And he didn't actually, and I wasn't freaked out because of the context.
Is that weird, Gus?
I feel like it would happen more often.
Yeah.
The more often than that, you get guys who think you're carrying pot and they want to buy it from you. They pick up hitchhikers because they think you have drugs.
Really?
And then they find out you don't have any and then drop you off early.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was what I got more. And then there were some rides I turned down because it looked like a scary situation. Like, I got a bunch, like a truck full of like 6 guys, and there was no room for me to sit, and they were all going to pick me up. I'm like, I'm not getting into a car with like a gang, like
with a bachelor party.
Yeah. So I turned that ride down. Plus, I mean, there was nowhere to sit, but I mean, it was usually just what vibe I got. But I wouldn't condone doing that. And if you're young, don't do it.
What if the 6 guys were muscular dudes with small animals?
Can I tell you?
Just firemen with bunnies.
I guess I pre-ordered that because it's a 2012 calendar. It's not going to get here until like June, and then I can't use it until January.
Yeah, you wouldn't even use it.
No, just like hang it. Like I'll be looking at January forever.
Yeah, because that's why you buy the beefcake calendar is for the dates.
Well, I need to fill in. I need to fill in that with either there's a New York firefighters, and then there's like a cowboy one. So I'm deciding for 2011 just to finish out the year. So let me know if you guys have an opinion.
Does it now? Is it like a guy's calendar where they try to match the date and the month by what the person in the photo is doing? Like in winter is the guy in the snow and that kind of thing?
I don't think so because they all have their shirts off. So I don't know if there's like a winter appropriate one.
Yeah, well, in the guys' calendars, the girls have their clothes off too, but yet somehow they're still wearing a Santa hat
Next to a Christmas tree or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to
Holding
take a look.
skis.
with a white kitten.
Well, there's not a lot you can do with a cowboy outfit, right? Like
can
as
show
far
you
as
some
yeah.
It's funny because I'm writing a lot of donut stuff right now for Red versus Blue, so my mind just really went off on a huge tangent.
It's
when
really
you asked
hard-
that question.
It's really hard to find hot guy photos that aren't just gay porn. Like, it's hard to find stuff that's marketed to women. Like, it's all guys holding their
Clearly,
dicks.
you don't watch the Drunk Tank. Right here. No gay porn here.
All right, I'm going to put a poll in my journal, and everyone can help me decide between firefighters and cowboys.
Listen, we're skipping a major thing here. You said the guy asked you to flash him. Did you flash him?
No, I didn't.
And
I actually...
But you liked the guy, and you said he was lonely, and you felt bad for him, so you're okay with him asking, but that was off the table.
You know, and it's weird, too, because that was when I lived in Eugene, and I was naked all the time. I don't know, I guess I just... It's a good thing to set the policy when you're hitchhiking not to flash people.
You probably just wanted it to come up naturally.
Not even a good
It was
bike
just a little
flash?
awkward. I should, I actually kind of feel guilty about it now. He drove me like 500
Didn't
miles.
you live in a naked house at the time?
I know. I don't know why I got all picky at that moment.
I bet twice a week that guy drives by mile marker 134 and goes,
He's just like-
I was so close.
The one that got away.
He even said, he was like, even though I was like, you realize how many miles I just drove you, right? I'm like, yeah,
How many miles did he drive you?
I don't know. Whatever Portland to Eugene is.
So that was his second cell effort was...
He was so nice too, and I should have flashed him. I feel bad.
His second effort was the
Oh,
guilt
you
trip.
live
No,
with regret.
because I think about all the people I did flash who didn't drive me anywhere.
Yeah, it's true. It's a shame. I could
All
get
right.
something for you.
Every time she talks, our topic list goes out the window. I make notes here, and then it's like...
All right, sorry, I'm done.
On that note, we actually probably have to take a break real fast.
Oh, okay.
So here's a Drunk Tank animated adventure, and we'll be right back.
Why don't you, in the future, you signal me, and then I'll do those two.
Okay.
I was with a guy when he got struck by lightning. My friends and I were driving from Alabama to New Orleans, and it started raining. Lightning actually struck near my car, and we were like, and we swerved. I lost control of my car, and I drove it into a ditch. And all my friends and I get out. I fucking hitchhiked to a gas station, and I go up and I go, hey, I just wrecked my car. I need to get a tow from this guy. And he goes, I don't go out in the rain. I've had bad times. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but seriously, sir, it's your job. You've got to help me. And he goes, fuck. And he goes and he gets in his tow truck, and I get in the tow truck. And I go, so, why do you hate the bad weather so much? And he goes, my sister's kid got struck by lightning at the beach. And I go, oh, wow, dude, I'm so sorry. Is she okay? And he was like, nope. And I go, well, you know what they say, lightning never strikes twice in the same place. And he goes, my brother got killed by lightning. And I go, oh, okay. And that shut me up. And then we're driving down, and my car's gone. And the water took it down, and now all you can see of my car is a little bit of the roof and the antenna that had like a jack-in-the-box ball on it or something. But eventually he's able to pull the car over this huge ditch. Then he goes to like move the cable, and fucking lightning strikes right there. And all of a sudden I hear the guy scream, and he's on the ground holding his arm, like his right shoulder. It didn't hit him, but it hit so close, I guess it charged all the fucking metal around it. He gets up, he just looks at me like with the maddest eyes ever.
I'm surprised he didn't electro punch you right in the face.
And the guy just starts walking away from my car, and I walk up to him and I go, how much do I owe you, sir? How much do I owe you? And he just looks at me, and I'm holding my wallet out, and he put his hand in my wallet and took every bit of money out of my wallet and just walked away with it.
All right, well, Gus, which one did we watch so we can come back into it?
We just watched the one where I don't remember because I haven't figured it out yet.
Okay.
What a great animated.
Well, all the Drunk Tank animated adventures are provided by Jay or Dan on the site. You can go to roosterteeth.com/Jay or Dan. Do we know why he's called Jay or Dan?
I think he wanted to pick one of those usernames, but he couldn't figure it out, so fuck it.
So
We're probably pronouncing it wrong. It's probably like Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah, or something like that.
J-Or.
He'll be coming to town for RTX. We can ask him firsthand.
There we go.
Yeah, should we still be promoting RTX if we're all sold out of tickets?
I guess not.
We are bad viral marketers, so maybe that's the way to do it.
We clearly planned that.
Clearly, we planned
I've got video of the whole sale. I don't know if I told you that, but I shot from when we pushed it live on the site to Jeff receiving a phone call and looking very sullen afterwards.
Well, if you're there the whole time, fucker, why didn't you shut down when we got to 200 tickets?
No, I was like, it was Gus on his laptop monitoring the site, and then Jeff was monitoring the store. And I was just filming the two of them doing their work, just because I'm like, this is kind of cool. We should document this. Like when you filmed Jeff and Gus doing the very first line of dialogue for Red vs. Blue. That was very good thinking of you. So I figured I'll get something like history on film. And so we have it now.
Okay, great.
If you ever want to see it.
I like how you turned your defense into ass kissing.
What? I give an example.
No. Don't listen to her. I'm with you. I got you. It all makes sense. You're a thinking man. I like it.
I figured this out. Let me get into this. So I figured this out this weekend.
Uh-oh.
These two here thrive on just, like, conflict.
You figured that out this weekend.
Like,
oh, God, it makes sense.
Wait a minute.
I'm probably the most
Light bulb.
I'm probably the most laid back, easygoing, just take whatever comes person in this office, and I work with probably one of the most volatile
I don't
people
think
in the
that's you.
office. I think so.
I don't know. Somebody should be filming you doing your process.
Dealing with him. That's the problem. He makes
Or
it
just
worse.
like losing at anything. Like, God forbid you lose a game of horse. You're super laid back until you lose at X, whatever X is, and then you're this guy.
Well, because you're like, I don't care about it. But when you win, you absolutely care. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, no,
cool.
Jeff's full of shit. He's
yeah,
competitive.
he's like, oh, I don't care, whatever.
okay.
You know, no big
Yeah.
deal. It's over.
Whatever.
It's finished. Whatever. But when he
No big
wins,
deal.
it's just those quiet little burrs he puts in your side. And it's like, you do both. I don't know what it is. It's like, sitting between you, I can feel the anger just like building
I'm not
inside of
angry.
me.
We're fine.
I love you, sweetie.
Yeah, I love you too.
I'm so happy.
Fuck you guys. See, this is what they do. That's how they get you.
I think
Like
what it is I think you're more laid back than what you outwardly appear, and you're less laid back than what you have to be less laid back than you outwardly appear, because you'd be dead if you were as laid back as what you appear to be.
I don't know. I'm pretty laid back.
There are times you get very upset, like watching you play a video game. He has a whole video of you. Jeff plays video games
Yeah.
because he holds a controller like
Yeah.
this, which I don't understand. First of all,
He's hiding behind it.
yeah, he does this, and then he does
plays,
this.
he plays with his body.
He plays with his
moves
body.
around.
And he moves. He's like that.
You know, that video you took of Jeff moving like that, that's nothing. If you get him to play any, like if he's standing while he's playing, especially like a boxing game, like it's all like kicks and like walking, and he's like dancing. It's
He
funny.
kicks during boxing games?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like he does this weird like shuffle to the right kick. Shuffle to the left kick.
I'm like Elaine on Seinfeld dancing.
Yeah, it is almost like line dancing. It's weird.
I've been doing this thing where
Whatever.
at home I only play Xbox anymore when I'm on my treadmill, and so I put a treadmill in front of a wall-mounted TV, and I play it that way. And I found that there's certain games that I can't play on the treadmill.
You're having issues with Dead Space, right?
No, I played Dead Space. I think I walked. Gosh, I have the numbers at home because I'm going to save all the numbers. But I think I walked 60 miles playing Dead
60
Space.
or 16?
60.
We were
It was-
playing Halo.
Almost 3 marathons, essentially.
We were playing Halo
That's
together
cool.
the other night for
The
something.
race, not the game.
And you walked 4 miles while we played Halo together.
While we played Halo. But that's also, I have to turn that way down.
Yeah.
Because I usually walk at 3 miles an hour. But if I play Halo while I'm walking, I do this thing where I don't realize it, but I start walking right as I'm turning right, and I step off the side of the treadmill. I'm not kidding. I have severely busted my ass doing that. To the point where I fell down. It was like a break video where I'm on my back and the treadmill throws me off the back of the treadmill.
You should set up a camera.
There, the controller
just in
hits you in
case.
the head.
Why would I set up a camera to record
Well,
that?
I don't know, because you've put up videos of you falling when you were playing that skate game or
No,
whatever.
I put that video up.
Oh. So
I
that
knew.
wasn't
I
your
had a
decision.
feeling that was going to happen, though. We had a wood floor and a slick skateboard. It's like someone's going to eat shit. I better film this.
Yeah, I was really disappointed when that game failed. I felt so terrible.
You know,
after
there's
that
no
video was
Tony Hawk
posted.
game this year for the first time in 12 years or something.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
No
but
Tony Hawk
supposedly
game.
Tony Hawk leaked that they're working on a new one. Imagine that.
Big surprise.
But
You think Tony Hawk will eventually become like Madden, where people don't understand quite his association with the...
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
I don't know.
He retired from pro skating like 7 years ago.
But who doesn't know?
But
who
he made it
Madden
what it is today. I mean, you could argue that.
Who doesn't know who Madden is?
Yeah.
I bet you tons of kids don't know who Madden
Well,
is.
he also just retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in a couple of years, you're going to wonder, do you know who John Madden is?
No.
Really?
Why would I?
See, she absolutely knows.
He's the
She
guy that made the football
absolutely
game.
knows, but she says that.
Do you really
I
know?
don't. What's your fucking problem? You really have issues with me, don't you?
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right, well, we'll talk about this after.
The Rams.
No, don't talk about it after. Talk about it now.
Seriously,
I get it.
Talk about go.
Do you have any concept? Like, what sport is Madden?
It's football because I played the game.
Okay. For
I was right?
You were right.
Thank God.
Yeah, but how is he related to football?
Like, is he a coach or a player or something?
Why would I know? I don't watch football.
Okay. So then you don't know.
I'm angry that you assume that I would know.
Take a wild stab. What is John Madden's relation to football?
I don't even think I know enough positions to tell you. You said coach first, but were you trying to throw me?
No, I just was throwing out different things he could have done. Could have been a quarterback. Could have been a towel boy.
I'm going to say quarterback because I recognize that one.
All right, well, there you go.
Actually, I don't know if
Am I
John
wrong?
Madden ever played. I don't assume he didn't.
He did play.
Where did he play?
I forget where he played, but he played, then he coached, then he commentated.
Was he a quarterback?
He was best
No,
known
he's
as a
not- he's not a
commentator,
quarterback.
but he was the coach of the Raiders, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I can look him up. But
He was the coach of the Raiders.
He was best. He was best known as a commentator. God, it's nice to get something right on the Drunk Tank podcast for once, for Christ's sake. But I have a desk upstairs. Gus, you were talking last week about technology and desks. You know, if you want a cool desk, you can always take one of the geek desks that we bought from Monty or Matt that they have both been too lazy to put up.
Oh, we have an extra one?
We have 2 extra ones. They're sitting in the studio.
It's funny you mention that because after we talked about the heart attack risk from sitting down all day, I thought maybe I should just get a geek desk so I can just stand up.
You said that somebody got a hold of you and said they could help build you something custom.
Someone did after I mentioned on the podcast.
Well-
Someone who makes custom cabinetry offered to make a desk precisely to my spec, whatever I wanted. But I feel bad because I feel like that's a lot of work for someone to donate.
If you do use the geek desk, it's just the base, so it would you just need a tabletop that has that kind of stuff in it, which may not be that difficult.
True.
Especially if you're paying for materials.
You know, the Penny Arcade guys had that entire conference table that has that wood inlay in it that they got, I think, from the guys who make those gaming tables. Mm-hmm. You know, and they didn't bat an eyelash about taking that thing for free and not looking back. So why should you worry about that?
I'm not a jerk, you know? I'm a nice guy.
You're not predatory?
No.
Like
I'm
Gabe
not
and
gonna
Tycho, is that what
fucking
you're saying? Or you
take-
want a record
take
of saying
advantage of
that?
people, yeah.
But it's cool. I have a desk that actually you can raise up and down. So I can sit at it, and then when I want to, I just stand up. And I've kind of toyed with the idea of putting a treadmill underneath that, like taking off the top rigging and then just putting a treadmill underneath it. But I think you guys, because I'm over your office, I think you guys would go nuts if I did that.
I also
Probably.
think you would fall through the floor at some point.
No, you don't run while you do it. You do like 1 or 2 miles an hour.
We
Well, there's also don't they like those yoga balls, whatever? If you sit on those, it's supposed to keep your core busy all day. So you're like, just in the movement, you're keeping your core like rigid and like working your core, right?
So what?
We tried those.
I don't know. I know that word. I
If
just
you
say
say the word core enough, eventually it makes sense.
then I'm suddenly qualified like fitness coach or whatever.
What is your core? Is your core like a specific set of muscles, or is it just like a bullshit term
It's
that they
like-
came up with about 5 years ago?
I think it's your torso, right? Everything in your torso.
So your boobs.
So what's your
Your torso
torso?
can be all the way down to everything that's like your limbs are
So your
connected
boobs
to.
to your butt.
So it's like everything from neck to legs.
I'm assuming that that's true
Okay.
because those are the muscles you work when you're working your core.
If only Jack LaLanne hadn't died, we could ask him.
So the torso is what you show to the trucker when you want to get all
Yeah.
the way down to Los Angeles. That's what
feel
I
like-
call
can I
that.
tell you-
The torso, they call that the San Diego.
It's so funny that I'm. But you know, like of all the things I thought I would regret when I was older, I didn't expect to regret not flashing the trucker. That's weird.
So
What are some other things you
Why
regret?
do you regret it?
No, but I would have assumed that I would regret the things that I did choose to do. But it's the things that you don't do. It's the things that you don't do.
I've got a hitchhiking regret. Sort of on the flip side of that, I was in downtown Austin one night driving home, and Leslie, who's the famous homeless guy in Austin, who always wears like thongs and leopard print shirts and crazy shit like that.
Lovely man.
He was hitchhiking down Congress, and I passed him and immediately regretted it. Because that's got to be a story. Like, you pick up Leslie, the homeless guy, that's going to be a story wherever he wants to go. It's like I almost turned around and got him. I was like,
He's actually kind of a, I don't know, well-spoken, quiet dude.
He ran for mayor.
I met him once, and I was kind of because you told me you met him, talked to him, and he was really intelligent and with it, and
You guys should probably explain who Leslie is.
Okay, Leslie is sort of like a local legend in Austin. He ran for mayor. He's homeless, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, big time.
He's homeless. He always wears thong underwear and
bikinis
and bras. He's always wearing some crazy getup, usually mostly naked. And he just hangs out coffee shops, smokes cigarettes and drinks or whatever, and that's kind of what he does in town.
And when people see him, they go crazy.
The whole
Yeah.
fucking
They want to take pictures with
There's
him.
a magnet pack you can buy for Austin that has outfits for him that you can put on on your fridge.
Yeah, it's
really?
the whole city has adopted him, and if you see Leslie, you buy him food or you buy him drinks. He's at bars. I don't think the guy has ever.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have money, but I don't think it would matter. He's never had to pay for anything.
Well, it's
And
true
is a
because
crazy
the
adult
one
life.
time I met him, he walked up to me. He was like, "So you gonna buy me a drink or what?" And I was like, "No." Something he did in a way that wasn't charming, and
Yeah.
I got annoyed and I didn't want to buy him a drink. And I was like the asshole who didn't buy him a drink.
And
he
you
said, "Do
didn't
know how-
flash him either, did you?
Yeah.
He didn't flash him.
I don't.
Do
Yeah,
you
I
know
don't.
how many miles I've driven you so far? At least you could do is buy me a drink. I'm going to look up Leslie and see if I can find the story behind him.
He used to come into the tattoo parlor where I'd be getting tattooed, and you'd be stuck there for 3 hours, and I'd see Leslie come in and go, "Oh fuck, this is going to be weird." But then you just you can't move, and he's not going anywhere, so you're just forced to have conversations with him. Nice guy,
Yeah.
totally with it.
Didn't he get a house out in Westlake or something? It was covered in mold?
He lived in a house for a year in a mansion that had a mold infestation, and it was being worked on, and so the owner moved out and let him live there.
Wow.
So
Wasn't that bad for him?
Kind of wild.
I don't know that Leslie cares.
Some homeless people.
You know what's worse for him? Sleeping under a tree.
Yeah, probably.
Leslie
There's mold
Cochran
outside.
is an American peace activist, cross-dresser, street person, and local celebrity in Austin, Texas. He's a critic of police treatment of the homeless. Go figure. But I would have picked him up, for sure.
I know.
I wouldn't have hesitated. But I have a bad problem with that, where I like to talk to homeless people, and it drives the rest of you crazy. Gus is shaking his head right now. I made friends with all the homeless people around.
How'd that
our
work out
office.
for you?
Yeah. How did that work out?
You know what? I have no regrets.
I do, because every time I walked by a certain homeless person, you'd say, "Where's your boss? He got $20 for me." Am I the go? I'm the fucking the go-between guy now. I just bring him a bag and run.
No. The worst part. You're neglecting the worst part.
He would come to the door.
He would come to our front door of the office and start ringing the doorbell, and I'd go down expecting a delivery or something. He's like, "Hey, is your boss here?" Like, "Who the fuck are you? No, get out of here."
He'd be like,
"Go roll yourself down in fucking gutter somewhere."
That was Billy. Billy was in a wheelchair.
I was hoping he'd get me a hotel room tonight. He would say that shit all the time. They're going to cut my other leg off tomorrow, so I need a comfy bed. And the next day, he'd still have that fucking leg.
He owes us that leg.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I'm coming for the leg.
It's an office trophy. We can put it up next to all of our machinima awards.
I just think I meet so many people like us. There was a thing where
With homes and jobs, fucking gainfully employed people.
Are you getting bored with that?
I guess so.
That type of person?
I'm trying to expand my sphere of friends and include it. My favorite was I never learned her name, but I always tried to get to know the crazy black lady who accused Gus of raping her.
And then she kicked him.
No. The homeless woman who kicked me was a different woman.
Oh, okay.
See, we had a special relationship because I would come out and she would be ranting, and she would be ranting at random people, and I would say, leave him alone. And then she'd yell at me, and I go, "Don't yell at me! I'm as crazy as you are. Shut the fuck up!" And I'd be yelling with this homeless lady in the middle of the street. It was fun.
She would do this thing, which was fascinating to me, where a couple times a week she would go into the restaurant below our old office, ask them for a free cup of water, and they'd be like, "Yeah, okay, sure," and they give a free cup of water. Then she would go outside, turn around, and scream at them, and throw the water against the front door, and then stand there and just yell for 5 minutes and walk away. And they never. They were always like, "You sure there's another cup of water? I'll clean it up in 10 minutes."
I miss that homeless guy on 6th and Congress who would just sing in the afternoons. The big dude he would sit on
Yeah,
that
he was with the
bench and
headphones on.
Did he have headphones?
Yeah.
Was it the guy who would clap and just rock and
rock
rhythm?
and sing.
And he sang
two different guys.
So you're talking about two
The
different guys?
clapping guys at 4th in Congress, the singing guys at 6th in Congress.
Okay.
Yeah.
They could have gotten together, had a band.
I always wanted to meet, or he could be the audience. The clapping guy could be the audience. I always wanted to meet the clapping guy, but he was never anywhere nearby. When we were walking by, I always saw him from the car. So.
That guy's always smiling. That guy had the biggest smile I've ever seen in my life. Whatever that guy was clapping about, he was happy.
Yeah.
Speaking of bands, I had to go to a open house from my daughter's school yesterday.
Yeah.
They're moving facilities. And one of the parents walked up to me and said, "How's Millie's rock band going?" And I go, "I have no idea what you're talking about." And she goes, "Yeah, your daughter started a rock band. My kid is the drummer." And I was like, "Really?"
That's awesome.
She goes, "Yeah, it's called Millie and the Ambulance. You don't know anything about it?" I was like, "No."
Oh, ambulance?
Yeah, Millie and the Ambulance.
I thought it was amulets, and I didn't know she knew that word.
No, ambulance. Yeah.
Well, sure, it does sound like a plural thing. Like
Yeah.
it would have been really and the ambulance. So is her kid the ambulance?
I don't know. I was really weird to me, though. And I was like, "Millie, do you have a band?" And she's like, "Yeah."
Maybe
She didn't want to talk about it.
Maybe your daughter has an awesome vocabulary, and it's the ambulance. Like, it's people who can walk around behind her, Maybe that's what it is.
It's possible.
That actually makes sense. Your daughter is, like, you guys don't hold back on a lot of... This should sound weird, but no one's over this. You guys don't hold back on, like, a lot of stuff. Like, I wouldn't put skulls in my kids' room. Like, you guys put the...
that backfired.
The Mexican skulls and stuff like that. So she gets exposed to lots of, like, cool story stuff that... Nowadays, we just don't tell to our kids, We were
kind of wondering about that. Actually, we went to this thing, and Millie, she has this little makeup kit that somebody gave her for Christmas. I think maybe your mom gave it to her. And so she put on, like, tons of blue eyeshadow in the car, and it was, like, from here to, like, here.
She looks like what's her face in Blade Runner.
Yeah,
all the
like
time.
Daryl, it was like
Daryl
she
Hannah
has
in
this
Blade
like the
Runner,
one
yeah.
band. She does this eyeshadow that way, and it's actually I think it looks cool. But so she went to this school thing, and then all the parents were like, "Makeup already, huh?" And like gave us some looks, and it was weird.
For
'cause
that?
and it's
Yeah.
usually a pretty laid back crowd. I was surprised. I was like, "Oh, did we fuck up? Like, is that a faux pas?" But I don't really know. Especially if it's done, if she does it herself, and it's not like, and if it's very dress up like, is that getting her? Is she? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it exposing her to things we shouldn't be exposing her to? I was surprised. I didn't think it was a big deal.
See, on the boys' side of that, it's always like which kids in the class are, playing Call of Duty in first grade, like that kind
Yeah.
of thing, That's always a major issue.
I got recognized at a restaurant a couple weeks ago, and it was kind of sweet how it happened. It was like this older woman came up. She's like, "Excuse me, do you work for a company called Rooster Teeth?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, my grandson wants to meet you." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So like this 8-year-old kid walks up, and all I can hear is Jeff cursing in every single video we've ever done. When I'm talking to this kid, I'm like, "Oh, you're so young. Why are you watching our stuff?" And it's like, So
Do you not curse at all?
I'm actually really good about not cursing on our videos.
Oh.
And like we did a video for, like all these Rio videos we did for the new game, the new Angry Birds game. Like I'm just sitting there just waiting for Jeff to curse, and sure enough, every single video he curses. And like this is a kids game. And it's like we're trying to go
It's
to
not a kids game. It's an
Well,
everybody
outta
game.
here.
It's not a kids
it's
game.
It's not Lego Star Wars.
Well, I'm sure he cursed in Lego
It's
Star
not.
Wars.
It's not the
too.
Ben 10 game or like Disney Funhouse. It's fucking.
Or Toy fucking Story.
You you talked about, and I don't know if this is something you want to talk about, but you talked about how you wanted to start doing some more family friendly game stuff for
Jeff
Achievement
can
Hunter,
do
right?
it.
Yeah, I'd like to. AH Kids. What I'm thinking of doing. Yeah, down the road.
Yeah.
Jeff won't be a part of that.
I can be
vocabulary-wise.
age appropriate if I need to. I just don't need to very often. But if the time arises, I will watch my mouth.
Here's the meandering path of the drunk tank. We went from hitchhiking and flashing truckers to family-friendly gaming videos. Is that where we are now?
Yeah.
We went through one-legged homeless dudes and cross-dressers and thongs.
Famous cross-dressers
And you
and
end up in
thongs.
family somehow.
Yeah.
Speaking of cross-dressing, last week you guys, we talked to you guys about some stuff. I was not on the podcast last week, the audio podcast. You guys talked about the new Wonder Woman.
Oh, with the package?
Yeah. You're not a fan of that?
That chick is hung.
You know what the crazy thing about that is? My wife was really disappointed because my wife is a big fan of Friday Night Lights, and that's apparently where they cast the new Wonder Woman from that show.
From that show?
Wow.
Yeah. And my wife was commenting about how hot that woman is, I want to say in real life, and how, she's a really beautiful girl, and they made her look so terrible as Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
How did they do that?
I don't
Well,
know.
to be fair, Wonder Woman's costume is. I don't know how you update that.
She's a lovely lady.
Can I see it? Do you have it up?
Well, I think the problem is you have to update it for modern tastes. You have to put pants on her now. She can't wear the hot pants.
Does she?
Yeah.
Did they give her a better weapon than her like rope?
I think
of,
she still has the lasso, right?
lasso
got a-
of what is it?
Apparently got a
Lasso
huge
of
cock,
truth.
too. She can use that.
What was it called? The lasso of truth? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's the
Lasso
lasso
of
of truth.
No, that's
she-
not right. It's
Yeah,
called something
yeah.
else. Lasso
Lasso
of
of
truth.
truth.
It makes you tell the truth, but it's something else.
And she has the invisible jet.
Where's
too.
Chris Robertson when we need
She's
him?
blonde.
Yes, she is blonde sometimes. She was blonde on Friday Night Lights, I believe.
Emma Stone.
It is the
a little
lasso of truth, by the way.
Yeah,
It's the lasso of truth is
Lasso
what
of
it's
truth
called?
is what
Yeah.
it is called.
Oh my god.
What are
a
the odds
fictional
that
weapon wielded
that
by
I got
DC
it?
Comics superheroine Wonder Woman, Princess Diana of the Mice Gravra.
She's
Princess
Amazon,
Diana of
right?
what, the what?
Amazonia. What are the odds that a
Amazonia.
superhero created in the 30s would have stupid fucking names attached to her?
40s.
40s. It was created in the 30s.
she's
It
younger
didn't
than
came
that,
Out,
thank
didn't
you.
come out to the 40s.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a dude that's got my name, Jeff Mead. What is that? Is that Wonder Woman?
This is the cast. I think this is the cast of Friday Night. Oh, this cast of Wonder Woman. Sorry. So what is the deal with Wonder Woman? Is that going to be on television? Is that a network
it's a TV show?
Oh, who
Is
is?
it a miniseries? And then it's going to be a show like they did with V, or is it going to be something else?
Who knows? That seems to be the way that they approach sci-fi or anything kind of geeky now.
Yeah.
They give you a 4-episode miniseries, then everyone likes it. You have to wait a year and a half. They put out the first season of it, and it's canceled 12 episodes in.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's the way everything works.
I didn't realize in V the main alien woman is Inara from Firefly.
That's pretty crazy. I did not realize that
I
either.
had no idea until I
The
rewatched
short-haired,
Firefly.
the short-haired lady.
She's
Dude,
hot.
yeah.
way hotter with short hair too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Way hotter.
Well, some people that have,
and with
especially
reptile skin.
some people that have like really delicate features, like with short hair, they come out a lot more.
I get that
Yeah.
a lot. Delicate features.
Cheekbones.
I'll tell you who's hot is the mom on Friday Night Lights.
I've never watched
You know
that
who's
show.
hotter than that?
Who's that?
The mom on Modern Family.
This is where we get going. This is where Jeff and I fall to. You know who's really hot?
Claire Dunphy. She's hot.
Did you see the latest episode of
I
Modern Family?
watched it last night.
So fucking great.
Yeah.
Such a great show.
Do you see
It's
the
a
girl?
fantastic
Do you
show.
see the girl from 30 Rock? The receptionist from 30 Rock ended up being the hottest woman on the planet or something in USA. Is it USA Today did it? Or
I don't know, but she's the hottest girl on the planet.
Yeah.
Surrey.
I agree with that.
You act like that's official.
Yeah.
And then another magazine said Jennifer
The
Lopez was the hottest
agreed.
woman on the planet.
Dude,
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
but it was like the most photoshopped cover
And it
image.
wasn't
I don't
even
know,
that
dude.
good.
I've seen her on American Idol a couple times this year. The few times I've watched it, and she's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, but
she is holding up well.
But she makes sure that she looks good.
yeah.
But I think everyone, if you're going to do that, you should make sure you look good. That's why we should buy some exfoliant for the office.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
Because we were
I need
talking,
exfoliant.
we were talking about the list today. But we should all exfoliate everyone. Somebody in the office, and I'm not going to name names, admitted to me the other day that he didn't wash his face between makeup sessions. Like it had been like over 24 hours, and he hadn't washed his face.
That's pretty gross.
Wasn't me,
Yeah.
but on that note, I think we need to take a break for another Drunk Tank animated.
We should go exfoliate.
That was the worst outro ever.
I'm just trying to get
I
in
saw
there.
Gus's hand signal too. I was working on a good one. That's what you did.
Yeah.
Gus has been going like. For 2
Speaking of
minutes
talking
now.
about stuff, let's talk about going to the Drunk Tank animated.
Oh wow, that was great.
That was yours. That was my invitation of you.
I sold it.
All right. Please enjoy this. We'll be back in a moment.
We got a series of stories from PAX. 2 dudes come up to Gus, and they're like, hey, Gus. And Gus is like, hey, what's up?
They said we wanted to come by yesterday, but we couldn't because we had kind of a situation.
And Gus lifts up his shirt and points to his six flab and goes, you mean this situation? And and the guy gets the most confused look on his face I've ever seen, like quizzical. The guy goes, huh? And Gus goes, this situation, my abs, this situation. And the guy goes, what? And Gus goes, come on, this situation. And the guy goes, my friend had a seizure yesterday, and that was our situation. Anyway, we think he's going to be okay. Just turned around and walked away.
And I'm standing there with my shirt up like an idiot. Come at me, bro.
So I went on this hunting trip, and we got back, and I had just parked my car on his land. But apparently one of the horses thought, I hate that fucking car. The horse bit every fucking panel on the outside car. I was like, what happened to my car? And every other dude, they go, uh-oh. Were the horses out? It looked like one of the horses was cribbing. I go, what the fuck is cribbing? They said, oh, it's just like sometimes horses bite stuff. They do this thing called cribbing where they take their big fucking dopey buck teeth. And they'll hang it on something like a fence post and suck in air until they can't move. And they're bloated, and the horse vet has to come out and like drain them air. They're just idiots. All right, well, welcome back. Now, Jeff, there's something I wanted to talk to you about from last week that I was out here for as well. So, did you ever get your massage that Griffin bought for you?
Massage.
I got my massage yesterday. Actually,
Wait, say massage again?
I got my massage yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Uneventful. My marriage is safe.
Oh, yeah?
He sounds really disappointed. You're like,
I didn't even.
"Aw."
Why wouldn't he be disappointed?
I didn't even get
I would
faced
be
with any tough
disappointed.
decisions. Apparently, that lady on Reddit was full of shit.
Well, you
Maybe-
might have. You just
Or
need to get more
I just,
massages.
like,
You were in that 30% that
Yeah,
didn't get
I
the
need to
handout.
get 4 massages.
You need 8 total, I think, before,
Yeah.
because you need to break that 30% barrier. Is
Yeah.
that what it is? So, yeah. So
Yeah.
if you get 8 straight massages and there's no happy ending, then you know you're into that territory.
It was actually kind of awkward because the lady that gave us a massage, or gave me a massage rather, is a friend, kind of
Yes.
a good friend. And I didn't think that would be weird at first because she's a professional and whatnot. But yeah, like it's kind of odd to have like somebody you know touching you. You know,
Yeah.
Were you naked?
I was in my undies, so
Well,
She had to-
maybe that was what was holding you back.
she touched my butt though.
Ooh.
Did she really?
Yeah,
Top of your butt and
apparently-
bottom of your butt?
A whole thing, baby.
You've gotta
Apparently,
keep that-
I've got a sore butt because I sit down a lot, so it needed a lot of work.
Is that what she told her? Is that what she
No,
told
that's
her?
what she told me. She's like, "There's a lot. You got a lot of tension in your."
Did she get up in there?
What's that?
Did she get up in there?
Yeah, she did.
Really?
Actually,
No.
your butt is one of your best features. So I wonder if that was. I wonder if maybe you just didn't pick up on. You're actually pretty bad. As much as I was kidding around about his "what's up," Jeff doesn't pick up on it when girls like him.
What's up?
For the most part, like you don't usually pick up when somebody's checking you out.
There's a part of that, too,
'cause it
though,
doesn't happen.
with hitting on girls. I mean, first of all, guys practice that for years and years. You're just used to hitting on girls. And so it's not something that easily turns off. It's like he's been
You don't
married
think
to you
6
for
years is long enough to like
Well, he was
figure it out?
He was doing that for what? From 14 to whatever age you married her. So it's a longer period of time he was doing it than not doing it.
It's true.
Then there's also a component too is that we learned in college is that when a girl comes into a party, you go hit on them as fast as possible so they want to stick around the party. Does that make sense? If a girl comes into a party and nobody talks to him for the first 5 minutes,
Yeah.
that's a bad deal. It's a bad deal. It's a way you make girls feel welcome.
Yeah, there you go.
By being
Blatantly hit on
creeps,
him.
like
It's not like
How
you're,
is he being a creep by saying, "Hey, how you doing?"
it's not like you're hitting on it in a lecherous way. You're doing it for her. Essentially,
You're
you
doing
want to
her a
make her
favor.
feel comfortable and at home.
All
no,
right.
it's true, and I will say that as I get older, especially like having dated women in the past, like they definitely need attention, and I'm guilty of it too. Every girl needs attention almost
God,
at all
we do.
times, and if they don't get it, they get pretty upset.
Let me throw a scenario out there. Let's say you and one of your friends goes to a party, okay? And some creepy dude walks up to your friend and goes, "Hey, baby, how you doing? You want to come out with me? Go get your drink?" She's like, "No, leave me alone." Who feels worse? The girl who got hit on or the girl who didn't get hit on?
Yeah, no, I've been it happened to me recently where I was like the brunette next to the blonde, and it just didn't work for me.
But you're blonde.
That's why I'm blonde now. Yeah, I'm not going to walk
really?
into the room and have my blonde friend get hit on.
Is that really why?
No,
So
it's
what'd
part
you
of
do?
it. It's
Just
part
like,
of it. Yeah. Like,
Was your blonde
I'll
friend
see your
Jeff,
blonde
by
hair
the
and
way?
I'll raise you up.
Check this out. So who were you with that
I was
got
with
hit on?
Lindsay. It was a while ago during Pajama Achievements, and we went to a bar, and I was like the ugly friend, but at the time I was feeling pretty cute, but still, like, if you step in as a brunette next to a blonde and you go to, like, a douche bar, you're not going to get noticed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So what'd you do? How'd you step it up?
I ended up becoming blonde. I don't know. I didn't
mean,
really step
in
it up. Because
that
I wasn't
night.
looking. I wasn't looking for a dude because he was gross.
She dyed her hair blonde and started going tanning.
No, actually, well, that night, I think it's actually kind of annoying. Like, I would much rather pay for my own drink than have to talk to somebody who bought me the drink. Like, this guy was obnoxious, but Lindsay was like, "Oh, well, free drinks." I'm like, it's not free if you have to talk to him.
Your time is worth something.
Yeah, like, I'm
So
having
you would
I'm not having
prefer-
fun and because I'm having free drinks. Like,
You would prefer to be the girl not getting hit on in that scenario versus the girl who's getting hit on.
No.
No, don't mind being hit on, but I'm not going to commit to sitting next to somebody for free drinks.
Let me put it this way. She went to Home Depot on Saturday to buy some gardening stuff. And she came home, and the first thing she said when she walked in the door is, "I just totally got checked out by a 12-year-old. It was awesome."
She really?
It was the very, not high or like, thanks for like vacuuming or whatever. It was just like,
Oh, did you vacuum?
This 12-year-old just checked me out like crazy. You wouldn't believe it.
I didn't go that far. No, but I don't know.
How long do you feel obligated to hold up the conversation?
The conversation?
Like, I can tell you that
Well,
as a guy, when I buy a drink for a girl, I'm not looking for 20
I
minutes.
think
I'm not
that
looking for new material.
You're looking for an awkward exit tomorrow morning.
What's that? No, I mean it's a conversation starter. If it lasts like a minute and you figure stuff out and she's not interested or whatever, that's fine. You know, that's
no,
fine.
but and
It's
that's the thing.
$5.
And I'm not trying to be rude, but I think I've always been pretty sympathetic to guys. I don't want them to have to waste their time. And if I know I'm
I have not seen this side of you.
really
The sympathetic
no,
to
but
guys
you haven't seen me. You haven't
I've
seen,
never seen that.
You haven't seen me in a dating capacity. But
No.
I'm not going to lead somebody on for free drinks. I'm not going to make somebody spend their money knowing I have no interest in them. You know, I
that's
only
nice of
spend
you.
the money with people I'm interested in.
Well, then let me give you a resolution as a guy though too. It's like if a guy goes, "Can I buy you a drink?" or a guy offers you a drink, this is better than, "Oh, thank you very much. I'm gonna go talk to my friends now. Thank you. I really appreciate it." And leaves. That's better than, "I'd like to buy you a drink. Get the fuck away from me." You know what I mean?
Like,
on.
it's more
It's
like I
still-
think with her, it's more like I'd like to buy you a drink. Here's a picture of my husband and daughter.
No, it's. I mean, yeah. I
Nah,
don't
she's
know.
not doing that. Did you do that with Lindsay? Because you were married to Jeff when you were out that night. Did you make it clear to all the
Like
guys?
I'm like, hey guys, I'm married. No, I mean I don't do that either.
None of that, huh?
No, because you want to feel good.
It's like, who's going to San Diego?
The lip.
No, okay, so I'm somewhere in between.
Anybody
like,
drive a big
I'm
rig?
I'm not announcing that I'm married or anything.
Oh, good
But
to
I'm
know.
also not going to lead somebody on for free drinks.
Well, I'm not announcing that I'm married anymore.
Well, yeah, that's pretty obvious when you're like, hey, what's up? When your wife is standing next to you.
I'm sure there's a lot of guys who would disagree with me listening to this, but I don't think it's that big a lead on if a guy asks you if you want a drink to
No,
take the
I
drink.
understand that, but I pretty much race to the bar when I enter a bar anyway. So by that time, I've got my tab figured out. Anyway.
Race to the bar?
I'm
You're
just
like,
kidding.
I have to get alcohol immediately.
No, but if you're going to the bar, that's where you're going to the bar, right? To get a drink. So
Can I tell you
usually
something?
have a tab at that point.
You are so attractive to me right now. You really are. That's the sexiest thing you've said all week.
God.
I should imagine like throwing elbows.
Like,
You have to.
You know what's
Line.
funny to watch? It's funny to watch Gus at a bar. You ever go to the bar with Gus? I'm assuming you
I have in
He
the
doesn't
past.
leave. Do you leave the house? You leave the house.
Occasionally.
When did this happen?
Wait, when did you leave the house?
I've been known to leave the house every now and then.
You're shrugging, but I'm going to start throwing a scenario at you, and
Okay,
you're
good,
immediately going
good.
to know what I'm talking about. So if you're at a crowded bar where you're waiting to get a drink, Gus hates that fucking process of flagging down the bartender.
the worst.
And getting the bartender to notice you. Gus is like, he'll start chucking glasses, I'm pretty sure. If the bartender walks past him twice, Gus is like, fuck this, I'm burning the place down.
That's why you pay $500 to get to the other bar.
Exactly.
No one else can get
That's
to.
why I'm willing to pay a premium to get an elevated level of service.
There you go.
I'll even say, Gus, look, people, I've seen these people here. They've been here like 10 minutes.
I
We're
don't
going to have
care
to
about
wait.
those people.
Gus like, fuck everybody. Get me a fucking drink.
I don't care about those people. I care about me and my state of sobriety. I gotta kill that as fast as I can.
That actually, if you had a moment like that not too long ago, you went to some hipster party and it took you like 40 minutes to get a drink.
We
and
went
you
to
were
a fucking
pissed.
boring burlesque show. Can we be done with those as a society?
Yes.
They're
No more
fucking.
burlesque.
They're
What are you
worthless.
saying? You're not gonna go where they dress up women in hot clothes and make them dance?
No, because it's like so many echelons removed from stripping.
It's
that
like
what's the
a bunch of rockabilly chicks that wear pasties and don't know how to dance, going ooh 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 like that for
With a
fucking 3
theme,
minutes with a
and yeah, I'm
theme, and
over
they're
it.
like, "I'm a sailor girl. I'm sailing the ship." And you're like, it's like, come on. But yeah, and then I had to wait like 30 minutes at the fucking bar to get a shitty watered down gin and tonic
Mm-hmm.
for $9.
And that's why I don't leave the house.
You were definitely right that night.
You know, I saw something that the local newspaper is the Austin American Statesman. And if you go to their website, I saw they had pictures from that burlesque show, and they sell prints of pictures that they have now in news stories.
From that one that we were at?
Yeah, from the Statesman.
Really?
You were in a photo at the burlesque show?
You didn't see any?
No, I didn't see any of you. It's just
Okay.
like all of the people on stage. But you can buy
Griffin had to
pictures
leave for about
that they
20 minutes.
took and then put on the website, and you can order prints of them for some reason.
That's bizarre.
Why did Griffin have to leave for 20 minutes?
Because-
Babysitter got locked out.
Here's the thing. Every time I make a point of getting a babysitter to go and do something, like a friend of mine was performing that night, not burlesque. She was like in the band that was like supporting some burlesque things. So she was like playing. She plays like what is it called?
Lute.
Banjo.
Something.
guess.
It's like a like-
Harpsichord.
No,
This-
harpsichord is a.
By the way, this is a friend that Griffin
Portable
has.
theremin?
This is a friend that Griffin has who I've never spoken to because she's so sexually intimidating. I can't make eye contact with her. Mm-hmm. It's like, she's like the hottest chick, and Griffin is friends with her, and I can't be around. Like I've never actually spoken.
Yeah,
to her.
you're like.
I bought her a drink, and I went like this.
That's awesome. I like how she took that in stride, though.
Oh, she knows.
She's hot.
So she's
That's
like-
why Griffin's friends with her.
She's like the Ark of the Covenant.
She's
You
kinda
can't look
skinny.
at
Let me
her
see this girl.
and
Where can I look?
close your
Where can I
I
eyes.
look?
sent
scroll
her a
up.
picture a while ago, and you said that she looked like Larkin from Pajama Achievements, but I don't think she does. It's just that
No,
photo
not
she
at
kind
all.
of does.
Oh, I think I know the person you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she plays like the fucking, what do you call it? The auto harp.
Auto harp.
So I was going to go.
The auto harp.
Yeah.
I was
Okay,
going to see
that
her
makes sense
show
now.
because she invited me. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to see your show. And then, of course, our fucking babysitter gets locked out of the house just as she's about to go on. And Jeff's already drunk, so I have to
I
drive
was
home.
way too drunk to drive.
I didn't want our kid to
In
be
my
sitting out on the
defense.
porch until midnight, whatever. So I had to go home, and of course I missed her show. And
You got back right as they finished.
I texted her after, and she won't talk. She hasn't talked to me since. Like she won't talk to me now.
Why? Because she's embarrassed about the
Hey,
thing?
no, because she asked me, "Hey, did you get a chance to see the show?" I'm like, "Sorry, I had to go home. My kid was locked out of the
Oh,
house."
wait. Because I thought you texted the babysitter. So it was your friend, and because you left in the middle
I
of her
had
show.
to leave,
she's not
yeah,
texting
and I
you.
didn't catch her show. And since then, she hasn't talked to me, which, whatever. If somebody's going to be that weird about it, then fuck them. But it's just kind of annoying because every
She might
time
be
that.
practicing the auto harp, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might take a lot more
She's
diligence
like,
than what you realize.
I would love to respond to this text, but my fingers are busy.
Yeah, that's right. I had to save these babies for Saturday night.
Man, is she fucking hot, too.
Yeah?
How was the show, Jeff? Was it good?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It was more fun to watch her play an auto harp than a bunch of rockabilly chicks with fucking small boobs and
See,
pasties not dance well.
I can never have a conversation like that in front of my wife. Like, she knows I like the mom from Modern Family, but we literally can't watch Curb Your Enthusiasm in my house because I find Cheryl Hines so attractive.
She's
That's so
super hot.
strange because Cheryl Hines really reminds me of your wife. Like,
Yeah,
it's
she
the
does.
same type of type. Like, I think that if I were your wife, I'd be encouraged by the fact that you're into women just like her.
Fuck yeah, I agree. It's like my wife likes like this Robert. She as we get older. Not that my wife's older, shit, but as years go on, she's liking guys that are like Robert Pattinson and who's the dude, the werewolf, no shirt kid.
yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck? Those are kids. And I like Cheryl Hines, Carrie Russell,
Diane Lane.
Diane Lane, like that, exactly. Susan
Chick from
Sarandon.
Weeds.
Who's the chick who just died? Elizabeth Taylor, hot as hell.
Sophia Loren.
Yeah.
Did you see the naked picture of Elizabeth Taylor that came out after she died?
I guess it turned out to be
No.
fake. That wasn't true.
Oh, it was fake?
Yeah, it was fake.
Damn.
It was someone else.
That's too bad. I've been
It doesn't
jacking off
matter.
to a Photoshop picture for like the last 2 weeks.
No, it's a real photo, so it wasn't her.
Can I tell you, if you're jacking off, if knowing it's photoshopped, is it like a boner
It's
killer?
a boner killer.
Is it? You're
Yeah.
like, oh.
Why?
I can see
I'm
the blending.
kidding, I don't know.
No, it's not.
I don't give a fuck. I could be looking at my fucking front lawn.
Photoshop some boobs on your front lawn.
Oh my god, the sprinklers just came on. It's a rainbow. But yeah, we can't watch it. And my wife, she likes these kids like the Twilight Kid, and that's my point, is that I like women that are like you, and she's not like, ooh, that Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, they're so hot, I can't get enough.
I like a good John C. Reilly.
I
So your
wish-
wife in another 10 years would be a sexual predator.
Man, think how hot Screech would be if he grew a beard. He'd be so fucking hot.
She'd be telling your kid, she'd be like, JD, she'd be like, why don't you invite that friend of yours, like Gil, the one that plays football, invite him over to the party tonight.
Yeah, watch out.
Mom, he's
as you
16.
get older, do your tastes now skew younger?
I've always usually been interested in people that are older than me. But
Are you
I'm,
older?
I'm
You're
open-minded,
older, right?
whatever.
I'm 5 years older.
Yeah.
Though that 12-year-old, he was not bad.
The one
Just
on
wait a
the-
couple years, right?
Stop.
No, I'm kidding. You know what the worst is? One of the worst things that happened back in my lesbian years, like in Corvallis, we all went to see Tomb Raider. And it was
Because
like,
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, all of my lesbian friends were there, and then all of the like adolescent boys were there. And I checked out so many 12-year-olds I thought were hot lesbians, and I felt immediately incredibly guilty about it. I'm like, oh my god, she's so, oh fuck.
Without going into
But-
any specifics of names or anything like that, a lot of times when you show me pictures of girls that you find hot, they look like dudes to me.
Really?
Honestly.
Why? No, I can't even think of any one that I've shown you that looks like a dude.
Well, I
Just
don't
short
want to go to
hair, is
specifics.
that it?
I don't want to go to specifics, but yeah.
Is it just short hair that's a turn off?
They
to
look
you?
like dudes playing auto harps. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it that way. I think that's why you like Gavin so much. It's like
He's like a nice in between.
it's like-
How big has Gavin's hair gotten? Have you noticed that?
No, he's
I think the
changed
weight
it.
we lost went to his head. His hair's gotten ridiculous. Have you seen him in the slow-mo guy stuff lately?
I think he's changed it up a bit. He was
Yes.
doing like this mush puff thing.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. Our friends who live in Europe and the UK, they have a different fashion movement over there at any point in time. So you never know what the fuck they're doing. You know,
It's true.
And plus, they're 12, so who knows what they wear. And half the time when Ben tweets something, I'm like, "Are you dressed up to go to a Victorian vest party? what are you doing?" So, not that Ben sends me photos all day or anything like that, but when he posts something
Forward him
online,
to your wife.
yeah, I'm like a front man for my wife. These young guys sending them photos. So the massage was uneventful then.
Uneventful.
Yeah, but I have another.
Except that like it was supposed to be like really relaxing, and Griffin took Millie and went shopping. So it was unrelaxing on two fronts. I didn't have any, I knew that there was money being spent, and I didn't know how bad it was going to be, and so I was worried about that. And then also the dog was in the crate, and the dog went for an hour. So that's
so did it happen at your house?
So that was the soundtrack of my massage.
So initially it was going to be at her
that
house,
sucks.
right?
You could imagine it was like Wales.
Yeah, I ended up getting caught up at work on that Friday, and then Jeff had to go and get Millie. So then we had to cancel and postpone, and she came to the house.
Came to our house.
I would not want a massage. I know this girl. She's very beautiful. She's been cast and stuff because she's so pretty. Yes. Like literally like the part is beautiful girl is the part that she plays.
Yes.
And I would not want a massage from a really beautiful lady. That seems like it would be its own level of stress to me.
No, it's true too because you're like, please don't get a boner.
No.
I remember it was like 12 hours earlier. You're like, oh, I can't eat this because I don't want to be gassy.
I did.
Like you were like,
and then it was at
planning
one
your
point
meals.
halfway through the massage. She was
Really?
like, all right, can you roll over on your back? And I'm like, I think so.
Really?
No, I was able to. Aw.
Okay, I'm actually kidding.
Are you shedding a tear?
I left just so you would be more comfortable because I wasn't
I
there
appreciate
like
it.
watching like a hawk.
Yeah.
See, I want the massage from the big. I don't want a massage from a dude, but I want the big Helga lady, you know, like the big Swedish. Or,
Yeah, I would think you would someone like strong hands, right?
Oh, she
Like,
has
give you the
very
massage.
strong
Yeah, she's got
hands.
pretty strong hands.
Well,
and
that's good.
They're pretty good.
Any professional masseuse, I think, they develop strong hands pretty quickly.
Yeah, you have to.
this is going to sound like a weird thing, but one of the things I've always noticed, if I ever want to get in really good shape, I'm going to get a job at a fucking ice cream shop. You ever watch the people who serve ice cream?
Yeah, muscles.
They look like fiddler crabs because that right arm they use to scoop is just like enormous.
No,
'Cause
like
they do that all day.
They're like that German champion. What do you call that when you do this?
Arm
thing?
wrestling.
Arm wrestling
champion.
Yeah. Do you know what he's talking about?
Have you guys seen that dude?
Do you just have like? The
He just has
people that
a
arm
giant
wrestle?
arm.
You don't. So when you do professional,
He has
you
like a
don't have to
He-Man
use-
arm.
You don't have to switch arms. You just do one arm.
Just do
Yeah.
one arm.
I would think just for your own benefit, you'd want to balance them out.
Yeah, no, it's
Dedication
bizarre.
to a sport. No, there's a dude. He's talking about a very specific dude in Germany. He looks like a Photoshop. It looks like somebody stuck a bodybuilder's arm on his right arm.
Or like he put his arm like in a beehive and got stung 400 times.
He's just a normal dude, and he has this huge, huge arm.
It's like Homer in that episode of The Simpsons where he did the arm wrestling.
Gus, the internet's down. I just want to point that out to you. So I can't find my.
Gus is responsible for the internet.
That's too bad. Sucks for you.
You know, and that dude too. It's like when you're an arm wrestler, how many times at the bar do you have to tolerate the jack-off champion of the world jokes? You know what I mean? With the dude with the one big arm.
Well, you just punch the guy, right, with your giant arm.
Yeah.
Making that joke.
It'd be such cool to have that though, because you'd have like this fake out where you face one way,
Yeah.
and you face the other way. You know, it's like you literally have one good side, this one massive arm. I'll look him up here.
You think he was the inspiration for the Charger in Left 4 Dead 2?
Do you know the Charger was actually there's a big controversy over the Charger
controversy.
in Left 4 Dead, in that a guy in the forums wrote about the Charger before they put it in the game, and they essentially, I shouldn't say they did this, but if you retroactively look at it, he described the Charger perfectly, and even I think he named it the Striker or something like that.
It was something really close.
We should know from personal experience, stuff like that will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You may be
Totally
planning,
agree.
You may be planning something for a long time, and then someone just happens to make a post that's like, "Oh shit, they nailed it dead on."
We had a kid who, at the start of season 3, emailed us the plot of season 3, like in detail. It was really bizarre.
God.
And
This is the arm wrestling champion I'm showing them.
His arm actually looks. Maybe it's a shadow, but it almost looks like it's paler too.
Yeah.
well, he keeps it out of the sun.
He probably lotions it and puts it in a sleeve or something.
Wraps it.
No, I agree with that, but that's the guy trying to figure out what was happening in the storyline.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure in Lost, I'm absolutely positive that Lost was going to end differently than what it did, but people figured out what it was about. And you just can't, with the internet now, you can't do twists that extend over multiple episodes, much
Yeah.
less multiple seasons, because somebody's going to guess it.
Yeah.
But what the phenomenon that Gus you're talking about is a lot of times we'll talk about ideas or we'll put something out and then 2 weeks later somebody else will put out a video that's a lot like the video that we put out. And you're like, damn it, what the hell? How can this be possible?
Yeah.
But then there's also been times where we've been talking about an idea for a video and then we look on the internet and wham, there it is. Or somebody just puts it out the day we start talking
That
about it.
happened with the Hey Guys video, right? You came up with this idea to go through all the video bloggers
All the
and
bloggers.
pull down the first line, which is like, "Hey guys," and we just clip them all together. And, so, like I literally searched on YouTube and found it. Like you came up with the idea, and I found it on YouTube 5 seconds later.
I had an idea for a drunk gamer, or not a drunk gamer. I'm sorry. I had an idea for an Achievement Hunter video that I was telling you last week, and I was like, I think this would be really funny. You said that's a great idea, and Jack goes, "Oh yeah, I saw that 2 years ago. Here it is. Bam."
Yeah, because it was hard. I mean, it's hard enough, that whole adage or whatever. There's no original ideas, and now with the internet, it's like impossible to get away from that. You know, like everything is so accessible to everyone at all times that like if an idea happens across the world, it's there.
Nothing's original anymore.
Well, people that say that usually are not original thinkers.
That's true.
This one in particular stands out because it was made. It was made well before Left 4 Dead 2 came out, and it's very specific. Like there's parts of the charger, like the small arm versus the big arm, that are very specific. So this was one where the guy cried about it a little bit.
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't know. Do you have it right here?"
I got some of it. I've got the forum threads where people are crying about it and all that stuff. But it doesn't matter. If you're posting it on their forums and wanting to put it, it's like I guess he just wanted credit for the idea or something.
Everybody wants credit for something.
Yeah, but
do you remember the time that we saw the original Red versus Blue pictures that Luke made, where he took the helmets off all the guys and gave them, like, he drew Sarge and Griff and all those guys, and we were amazed?
Probably one of the most infuriating conversations I've had on the internet.
Yeah, and so you saw these in a user's profile, and you go, "Hey, I really like these photos," and he goes, "Oh, thanks, really appreciate it." And Bernie goes, "You."
No. Here's what happened.
Okay,
I saw these photos all over our website and the community site, which was the Red versus Blue characters with their helmets off, and they were holding them. And the guy who had done it had gone through and picked out little pieces of character design from all the different lines in Season 1 about how tall Sarge was versus Griff, how fat Griff was, and he had done these great things. It turns out it was Luke McKay that made them. But I was going all over the site trying to find who made these pictures, and I found somebody's user image gallery that had all the photos. And so I said, finally, I said, man, I really love these drawings. I think they're tremendous. And he said, thanks a lot. I said, I want to post them on the front page of the site, but I want to get your permission before I do that. And he said, totally fine, go for it. And then he wrote at the very end, just make sure you give me credit for them. And I said, oh, okay. I said, and then for some reason the way he said at the end made it stand out to me. So I said, hey, I just want to make sure you drew these, right? He goes, no, I didn't draw these. Because I got them from somebody else, but I should get credit for finding them. I was like, you're a fucking jackass.
Yeah.
But luckily I was able, because of that conversation, to go through and then find Luke McKay.
Yeah,
so.
well, it's a good thing that stood out to you.
Yeah, but it was really weird. It was like he had no compunction at all about, like, he would have been fine with me posting on the front page and saying they were his drawings.
Weird.
Absolutely.
I know we weren't talking about RTX, but Luke is going to be there, and his job for the entire weekend is we're going to get him, like, little cards, and he's going to be doing drawings for people.
Oh, cool.
All weekend long. So
like
on
the pier, like he'll draw you like in a
Yeah.
like in a
I want him to be like a caricature artist. I want him to like draw you in like a dune buggy.
Yeah, exactly right. Or like like with a baseball bat.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
awesome.
What's your favorite numbers?
So that's his job for the weekend.
That's fantastic.
And then I think Ben is also going to be there, so you can tell him what's wrong with the website, and he'll say, works for me.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it. I guess I'll be like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Behind Ben.
That's a Ben problem.
Do you find that with the Air, though, you get disconnected a lot? Because I do. And I'm wondering if it's just... I thought it was just me because no one else seems to have the problem.
The only problem that I have so far with the MacBook Air is that it doesn't wake from sleep sometimes.
It takes a while, and you can't, like, you've got to wait.
No, I have to literally just, like, hold the power button down and power it off. Like,
I don't
it
have
will
that
not
problem.
come back.
But it takes me a while for my mouse to register anything to work. But it's not, like, blank screen or anything on me.
Oh. Nope. I mean, overall, I'm happy with it. It's a laptop with a 9-hour battery life. I can't really complain about that. So.
And it's so light and easy to travel with.
All right, Gus, are we out of time?
That's it. We gotta wrap it up.
I saw you signaling. Okay. Well, thanks for watching our now third video podcast. I guess we returned to audio for a little while. Gus, what's the plan for video podcasts?
We'll probably be doing them monthly for a little while. Maybe we'll speed it up now that I got the Thunderbolt. We'll start doing a couple more.
Damn it.
Well, I had a lovely time today.
I did as well.
Yeah.
I think I learned a lot about truck driving and a little bit about
I learned that Jack fucking despises Griffin and I.
Yeah.
Which is something I've long suspected, but at least now it's out in the open.
The light bulb's now
Now
over your head.
That's important. So.
Now let's all go to lunch and eat in anger. Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Ta-ta.